by Kenya Airways to stop Dr. Besigye from boarding his flight to Entebbe. Besigye was scheduled to land at Entebbe at 9 a.m. this morning. But news soon came in that he had been bundled off a Kenya Airways flight at Jomo Kenyatta Airport just as he was about to board. Addressing the media more than 2 hours after he should have landed, the head of the Media Centre here in Kampala, Fred Opolot, issued the government's response on the incident in Nairobi.
The government of Uganda has nothing to do or cannot interfere with what goes on in a foreign country. And you must also remember that Kenya Airways is a private airline run by the government of Kenya. And therefore, Uganda, despite, even if it wishes to, it's not even possible.
In Nairobi, the CEO of Kenya Airways, Titus Naikuni, issued a statement explaining how Besigye came to be pulled off the flight. The statement reads in part: Dr. Besigye was earlier denied boarding KQ410, 11th May at 800 hours, following information from Kenya Airways internal intelligence that the aircraft would not be allowed to land at Entebbe International Airport if he was on board. Dr. Besigye thus could not board the aircraft as Kenya Airways had to first ascertain this information without inconveniencing the other passengers destined for Entebbe. The statement, however, does not explain who warned the Kenya Airways management that the plane would not be allowed to land. In an attempt to make amends, Kenya Airways later issued tickets to Dr. Besigye and his wife to Entebbe this evening, an offer that he rejected. Meanwhile, at Entebbe Airport, Assistant Police IGP Asan Kasinje also weighed and said government could not have arranged for security for Besigye's return, only to block him.
The state had no hand, the government had no hand. It was only the problem of flight problems emanating from Jomo Kenyatta International Airport.
News of Besigye being blocked from returning was received with anger and frustration by people in downtown Kampala. To show their anger, youths at Kiseka Market painted the slogan "Twagala Besigye" in bold letters across the main road that leads to the market. Crowds chanted pro-FDC slogans, paralyzing business for a while as heavily armed police watched the situation. Calm was eventually restored after a while, but many shops remained closed. Later this evening, the failure of Besigye to return dominated debate in Parliament, with opposition lawmakers demanding an explanation from government.
Cannot allow our party president to travel back home at night stealthily as if he's a thief. He's not a thief. He's coming home. When he's coming home, we need to be there to receive him.
What the government is doing to him and the opposition at large has stripped Uganda naked. We no longer have a name to protect. It's a shame.
So it's up to him. I mean, he doesn't have to come today or tomorrow. He can come next week. He's a free man.
For now, though, the situation remains calm, but it remains to be seen what Besigye plans next and whether his return will be much smoother when he makes the decision to return. Isabel Nakiria, NTV.